Man, some books just catch you by surprise, and this is one of those books. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the Road Cheetah Project. It's Road Cheetah Boy. We're back from the episode. Not just any episode, but another pop-up comic review for you. I know it's been a little minute. I don't have no excuses. The only thing that is factual, though, is the money dried up. But I'm still here for y'all in spirit, even though I'm not uploading videos. I'm still, cataloging and watching other people's videos and keeping up with the apps and all that stuff to see what's happening. And then when the money comes back, I'll be right back here for y'all. Stay tuned for the end of this video for a little couple bonuses. Let's get into Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. It was kind of disheartening to begin with because, like, oh man, I picked up another lemon. I picked up another bunk book. But as I started reading it and getting to more of the world that was being created, I started to like it more and more. And this art is seamless. And it's not even really just about the art for real. It's also about the colors and the facial expressions on the characters. And the mystery of it too is like, okay, what world are we in? This is a number one. Did I miss a number 0? Like, what am I missing here? Very likely that I'm personally missing something, but that novelty or that mystery really kind of sank into me, and I felt like I was in this book straight up. Now, we could pick out a few panels in this book, and I always like to give y'all like my favorite page or panel of the book. And what really kind of brought me into this book full throttle was the last panel on this page right here with Supergirl with that drunk ass, goofy, drunk girl expression on her face. The way that was drawn, and then the words and the context of what's happening up until this particular panel, I knew I was onto something at this particular point at the end of this page. And the situation, again, with some of the other supporting characters, it really made a good mesh of intrigue and the art and the colors, how it swayed from like high hues of purple to like gray, and this book is fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to finishing out the run. I think it's going to be an 8-series run. And it's just one of those books you're not looking for, at least for me personally. Flip the pages a little bit, and now here we are at this glossy, bright gold in this funny, really light, really smart dialogue between Supergirl and the supporting character. I'm not exactly sure what her name is right now, and I'm not exactly sure what her significance will be going forward. But in this particular book, in this particular vacuum, it's an awesome interaction, and everything is just flowing correctly with this book up until this point. If we want to pick out another panel, we can look at that one right there. and if you read this book, you know exactly how it flows until the rest of it. And this book is seamless, and I can't imagine how some books are just hidden in these titles like this. Like, who would have thought? Like, I don't think anybody was checking for this book for real. I don't hear a lot of the YouTubers talking about Supergirl, Wonder Woman of Tomorrow, or Woman of Tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. But here we are, and this is probably one of the best books I've read of the year that's come out in this particular comic book year. So how about that? Spoiler free, but the villain setup in this book is mean. Like, it's really good, and I'm so intrigued on what's going to happen. I'm so intrigued with the characters, at least the two main ones that we got. I don't know who else is going to show up, but with the world that we have and the interactions that we have, I am so intrigued. And then again, just for that villain setup, the springboard off of that, and to see how these characters are going to migrate through this situation that's kind of just happened on everybody. It's really fascinating. And I don't know what's better in this book. The writing, the art, the colors, or the direction, or the characterization. All of it's fleeked out, and I'm obviously so impressed. So there you have it. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, 2 thumbs way up. Okay, bonus round. Told you there was a bonus in the works. Full disclosure, I have opened this box, but the books that were in this box are still in this box, maybe except for one. It was an Eternals #1 variant that I took and did something else with, but all the rest of the books are in here. So, and this is from last month's Box Hero box. So, because I went out of town, blew my wad, blew my cash wad, and so now I'm on my Build Back Better plan. So I want to share what I got in this box while I was out of town with you guys. Berserker #1, Standard, and Justice League versus Suicide Squad, DC Rebirth #6. Wolverine Saga #1, the Wolverine Saga #1, and Miles Morales Spider-Man Clone Saga, that's interesting, #26. I did read the Wolverine Saga, and it's really good. It's kind of like a chronicles and a retelling of the Genesis to somewhat maybe a quarter of the way through of Wolverine's life. It's really, really interesting. I don't know if that is a newsstand variant or if that's the only one that's out there, but it does register in at a few dollars. It's not just a throwaway book. So, and since the Wolverine thing is kind of getting a little bit of heat to it, I'm really interested in see what this particular chronicle book does. Green Lantern 145 and Batman 109 variant. I'm not so much in love with the Batman 109 variant. I do love what's happening with Batman up until this point. I mean, there's a lot of weird things happening in Gotham. It's not the Gotham that we grew up on. Batman running out of the Batcave, and the Alfred and the Manor, and all that's changed for Batman. So it's a little bit of a adjusting for us too as readers. But I still really like that. The main thing though is Green Lantern 145. Green Lantern 145 is the first appearance of Ion. And I forgot which Green Lantern that is. It's not Hal or any of the other major ones. It's kind of one of the lesser known Green Lanterns of Earth, but that was a really good read, and I might mess around and do a review on that one because that read even ended up being way fun. The art is funky and out there and strange, but once you get past that, it's actually a really good read. So I'm happy about that. In minor key, so I think I won a little bit on that. Web of Spider-Man number 46 or 48 or something like that. It doesn't matter. I checked. There's nothing happening with that book. But that little Archie over there, I think it's the Halloween special, number 112 or 113, the number 113 December. That book is interesting, and I'm not exactly sure what's happening with that book. Somebody let me know. It's in pristine condition, so shout out to Box Heroes because this box came out. I was really excited about this box when I opened it. And I think I got this box right before I left to go on vacation, but like the day where I was leaving. But I spent probably about 100, 150, maybe a little bit more on a mystery box from eBay, and I didn't win on that at all. That was all bunk. I got more out of this Box Heroes than I got out of 60 books. I paid because they came in 30 book shipments, so I did 3 of them, and they came in 20 book shipments. I did 3 of them, 60 books. I got probably like 2 major keys out of the deal, maybe 1 major key out of the deal, and a little bit of minor keys. But Box Heroes did me right. Long story short. And last but not least, Spawn 318. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I can't see this far away from the book, especially when it's in white and black or whatever. Spawn 318, the 1 in 5 variant. I think it's I don't know if that's the McFarlane. I think it is the McFarlane variant. That is pressure. I was so excited to see that because I've been hearing people talk about Spawn 318. I'm talking about the new movement going on at Spawn in a black and white McFarlane variant. How can you go wrong with that? That's a CGC waiting to happen, and I was really excited to see that. And that was the subscriber bonus I got in the Box Hero box. So shout out to Box Heroes. It was a lit box, and I want to keep that going. But we're on that Build Back Better plan, so I might have to skip a month because I did miss the the Comic Tom mystery box too, because you know the money's jacked up. But we'll get back. One more thing for you, a spec play from the books I already have. Let's do that. Champions #1, the GameStop variant edition. Don't know what's happening with GameStop. Don't know what's going to happen with Champions, but Champion seems to be something that comes up more often than not. So, picked this up a few years ago. We'll see what happens. Once I get around to getting my life together, it's something I probably should send out to get graded. But yeah, Champions not lightweight. So, and it's a #1. Obviously, it's probably not the #1. I think the #1 you want is the standard, or I think there's a Miles Morales variant or something like that. But I mean, still, this one might do something at some point. It's not knocking the door down like some of the other variants are, but hey, it's still a Champions #1. So there you have it. So that's everything I got for you right now. Keep checking back. I know it's inconsistent, and I'm sorry about that, and probably hurting me way more than it's hurting anybody else, but it's just the way life has been so far. So I still am into the comic books heavy, and I'm still into the AMVs heavy. Haven't forgot about y'all. It's just life is in the way right now. Finances is in the way right now, but we'll get that bill back better plan, and we'll get it all back. I was able to pick up 3 issues of the Venom 200 though. Let me show you one of those. And Venom 200 was sick, so I was able to catch that wave, but that might be the last wave I catch for a little bit while we work our Build Back Better plan. So that's the World Cheetah Project. Remember, you can't buy everything, so pick and choose wisely on your comic books pleasure or investment, business or pleasure, whatever it is, and you know, just spread the knowledge, spread the wealth, spread the happiness, and what else? I forgot all my little sayings, man. Oh yeah, Warrior Cheer Boy, we out of here. We only one comic book away, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. 100.